Tribon? Berserker Dinosaur! Hey guys, ShadowRock here with the Capcom IP collaboration for Rockman X DiVE. Today is the day we find out what it is. Well, considering the roar that we heard in the previous teaser trailer, it should have been pretty obvious. Hey, remember Monster Hunter? The series that Capcom kept pushing again and again and again during E3? Well, today ain't no different because the collaboration event for Rockman X DiVE is Monster Hunter Rise. But even putting aside the big push for the Monster Hunter series, there's a good reason why this is the first Capcom collaboration. And that's because the developers of DiVE, Capcom Taiwan, were originally working on a Monster Hunter mobile game before they got to working on DiVE. So for the devs at Capcom Taiwan, this is like coming full circle for them. So anyway, what's going on with this collaboration event? Well, it's going to be going on for at least 3 weeks, with something new happening every week. Now the first week is pretty much just filler because the bridal event is still going on. We need to finish that first before we get into the new banner, but we do already know what the new banner will consist of. And these are pretty fun. The most awesome thing that's come out of this event is Rathalos Armor X. Not only does it look cool, but any Mega Man Star Force fans out there will be like, what the heck? This is basically just Berserker Dinosaur Mega Man. And yeah, it is. Star Force who? I thought X was supposed to Tribon. Whoops. But it's okay, fellow Star Force stands. We should have good news soon. Now with the next 2 characters, you'd be forgiven for thinking that they were from the Monster Hunter series themselves, but the real idea here is it's supposed to be Rico and Via cosplaying as Monster Hunter characters. We have Hunter R, which is the woman, and you can tell that she has Rico's hairstyle. And then we have Hunter V, where it's much harder to tell that's supposed to be Via, but yep, that's Via, in his first technically playable form. Dang, this guy is already getting the special alt before he even becomes playable. If anything, the telltale sign for it being Via though is the hair and the fact that he is wielding a sword. As for the weapons you'll be able to get, we have the great sword that Hunter V had, and then the weapon that Hunter R has. I think it's supposed to be a bowgun, but most likely it might be a new launcher type weapon in DiVE. And that will do it for the banner. That's too bad, no Rathalos Buster. I know what they were going for, they were trying to shape it like a bow, but it also looks really similar to the Copy X Buster. Anyway, let's move on to what's going on with the event this week. We have 9 new Monster Hunter cards that have been added to the card gallery, and you can acquire some of them right now. They include Magna Malo, Hunter, Hunting Companions, aw, they're so cute, Master Otsushi, Hinoa and Minoto, Bishaden, Gosharag, Acnosum, and the Tetranodon. Please pardon me for these names, I don't play Monster Hunter. At least I haven't really touched the series since World. Not even the expansion, when the game first came out. So you know, I'm just trying my best over here. Okay, so, how are you going to acquire these new Monster Hunter cards in DiVE? I should first say that starting this week, we have Master Utsushi's Challenge, which is very similar to past event missions, where you would play story mode or co-op with certain characters, play the event stage, do boss challenge, all that stuff, you know the drill by now. The main difference is that by doing this, you get a new kind of material called the Kimura tickets, which can be exchanged in the new Kimura ticket shop for some of the new cards, Zero Memories, and the Kimura Supply Pouch, which gives you a chance of getting 5 to 20 elemental medals, ouch, or one of the 2 cards, which is Acnosum and Tetranodon in this case. Otherwise, that's pretty much it this week for the Monster Hunter collaboration. Like I said, this is only the beginning. The real event starts next week. We're getting both a new event stage and the Monster Hunter banner itself, like Rathalos X, Hunter V, and Hunter R. I will say, I do like the idea that they're not just literally putting these characters into DiVE, and by that I mean the Capcom characters themselves, But instead, we're having Mega Man X characters, or at least Rico and Via in this case as well, cosplaying as them instead, which I think is definitely a more fun idea for a crossover. You know what that means? If we get a Street Fighter crossover next, we can finally get Ryu Dr. Light. Oh yeah. I can also imagine things like Mega Man Classic taken after Nero from Devil May Cry, X cosplaying as Frank West from the Dead Rising series. Considering the two characters I mentioned either have a Mega Buster or full-on freaking costume, it really would be just going full circle on that. I like to see it. By the way, if you go to the current event tab in game right now, you can pre-register for the Monster Hunter event. You'll have to use your email, and you'll be able to get a limited S-rank card and numerous items, at least according to the banner. Other than those Monster Hunter event missions though, the only other things going on this week is obviously the second week of the Burning Bride of June event, where you get to do the limited missions again, complete all the difficulties, and the usual other tasks in order to get yourself some elemental medals, boxes, event points, and more. Oh, and Request from Eddie is back too. Other than that, there's a stage completion mission you can do for some boxes, and the only new capsule coming out this week is a 4 pickup capsule featuring Cinnamon, Cux, Savage Tusk of Thunder, which is the important one, and the Extraordinary Mortar, as if we already don't have that. Gotta be honest with you guys, not a lot going on this week. The real fun starts next week, so I'm not even sure if I will be streaming DiVE today. Mostly because I'm going to be focusing most of my efforts on covering the new Blaster Master 03 demo, which is launching today. I mean, we'll see if I still feel like doing DiVE, but what am I gonna do in a stream? Play the Burning Bride event again? Yeah, it's not enough content there, man. But hey, I told you guys all that's in this week's update, so you don't have to worry about it. Content. Just don't forget to keep logging in every day in order to get your tickets for the free capsule. Myself, I've gotten a lot of S-dupes from this one, but unfortunately, no new characters or even flags. The quest continues. That's all for DiVE today and this video. I want to thank you all so much for watching. Stay tuned to ShadowRockZX for all things Mega Man, and yeah, maybe Blaster Master 03 as well, because I'm streaming it today. In the meantime, thank you to our channel members as well, including our GA class supporters, Ray Stinger, Adrian Cauldron, Kaibaman41, Vince Crystals, Rose Maverick Saiyan, LML123, Rico Syndrome, and Austin Buford. Thank you all so much for your support, and we'll catch you on the flip side. Probably next week for the Monster Hunter event when it properly starts. Until then, ride on!